Like if I get on Facebook and your girl that's in a long distance relationship and that loves you or whatever, your girl is somebody else has tagged her in a picture and they on the couch, her shoes are off. First issue, they're on the couch.
Oh my God.
Indian style, and they both have plates of food and they're sharing some fucking nachos or some shit. And you just go look at that and be thank you, Jay. You go look at that picture and be like, oh, they're just saying.
As fuck.
You out your motherfucking mind.
You know what it is.
You can get a nonchalant foot up my fucking head.
You know what it is.
That dude, look, I am going.
Hey guys, welcome back. We're doing the show again. Ask with Dead and Hip Hop. We have Jay Burritos filling in for BZ, who is
on the way.
Out. Well, yeah, he's on the way. He's on the way. So if you want to get some dope swimwear from Icon Boutique, I have a link for you to get 10% off your first purchase. Definitely go check out. They have swimsuits. They have other items of clothing. They have, you know, like the little cover-ups and stuff like that. I know spring break is coming up. Get your girl something nice and check out the link below.
Basically, they got stuff. Some stuff and some cover-ups.
Yeah, some stuff. It's cute cover-ups and stuff. I got my bathing suit for like $20, so it's like you get 10% off that. What'd you say, Mike?
What are cover-ups?
You put them on over like the bathing suit, so like if you want to walk around in your bathing suit, you're not just like naked.
You got all your stuff out like that.
Yeah.
Okay, Armando 0981. This is a question from Twitter. He wants to know, a pet peeve I have is when fans judge and rate artists based on popularity / fame instead of the music. How do you guys feel about that?
I always have an issue with that because I feel like that's the easy way out. Oh yeah, he's more popular, he's better. No, hell no. Hell no. But I think that all falls into that subgenre of this. Like what are we rating and what perspective are we looking at these artists in, right? Because if we're talking popularity, then that's one thing. If we're talking about the artistry, that's something completely different. So just depends on how we're posing the conversation. Like who's the best artist? That's so vague. You know what I'm saying? Like gotta narrow that thing down a little bit.
Yeah, people can't make the distinction between the two. And that's why you get into this argument, this continuous loop that, you know, never ends. Like I was watching a conversation and Dart Adams on Twitter was having with somebody over Drake. And this shit lasted 3 hours. I didn't watch it for 3 hours, watch it unfold in real time. I just saw, like, you know how you go on Twitter and it'll say, you know, stuff you may have missed. So I was like, okay, let me see what he has to say. And pretty much the basis for this whole guy's argument was Drake was popular and he changed the game because he's, you know, selling more and streaming and everybody's supposed to be biting his style. And, you know, and Dart was like, well, yeah, Dart was like, well, you know, the competition is different. It's not as hot. You know, back in the day, things were highly competitive. Like you had to compete against like people that can fucking rap or something like that. So he was like, yeah, Drake doesn't have like top-notch competition to compete against. So because he's more popular and it's working for him, more people are gonna come behind him and try to mirror his style in order to get on.
With Drake specifically, people always, when they say like he's the greatest of all time, he's doing, the first thing they tend to bring up is the fact that like, oh, he's the best streamed artist out there, you know, he's selling more records than everybody else, and it's just like, well, people aren't even buying music.
And a third of his platinum sales, I think, or less than a third maybe, are streams. So
like it's different.
It's more streams that accounts for his platinum selling status than it is people actually buying the albums.
It's how we consume this music now. It's different.
It's a false representation of what Drake is actually selling, which is causing.
Okay, this is a whole different. This is a whole.
But it's still kind of a problem.
It kind of deals with it.
I know it deals with it, but it's not the question. It is not the question.
So check this out.
Don't do that. Just go ahead and answer the question. He asked you something direct. Go ahead.
So let's say in 10 years, 5 years, maybe, possibly, nobody buys an album. Like, what if there are no physical copies anymore? And then the only way you can count is stream. So then you would still say that that's messed up? Because right now we're still in a transitional period where you're gonna have...
No, because we'll only be counting streams then.
So then when it's only streams, you're okay with it?
No, I think the whole basis for the argument at that time was there should be streams and there should be physical sales. That's it.
Or just sales, period. Like you could buy a digital album.
But if you're just streaming some shit because you belong to a streaming service and you're just like, oh, let me go try this out for a minute. Oh, okay, I'm moving along. That's not a fucking sale.
All right,
Anyways.
whatever. Let's answer the question.
Wait, Jay, you had something that you wanted to say before. Well, what were you about to say?
No, like I'm on the fence here because like I hear what FIFO is saying, where like they're trying to update the way that the system works because more people like streams are taking over album sales now, and so they're trying to update the metrics and show that like that's the primary way that people consume music now. But then also what Ken is saying, and I agree with that too, is like people bringing that up in an argument, like this person is streamed more and like sold albums more, and that's the thing that they say when they say that people are the greatest of all time. It's like, well, you didn't sell this much or you didn't stream this much, and I don't know, it's weird. Like,
Of course he's gonna be the most streamed artist because he's
Drake.
popular.
Yeah, right.
And if people like
people
me that
use
don't
that.
listen to that shit, they'll be like, oh, well, I want to go see what this Drake. What's the fuck? I can't remember the.
One dance.
Is that the one he stole from somebody?
Bling.
No,
Hotline Bling.
Oh, you're welcome.
I want to go see what Hotline Bling is, and they'll go stream it.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a sale. That's just a curiosity listen.
Wait,
Right.
does the stream count even if you listen to it for like 2 seconds?
I have no idea. You have to ask him.
We don't know how that works.
I'm looking up
Like
the parameters.
the number is 1,500 streams equals one album sale, but I don't know how long. Like if you got to listen to it for 2 seconds or the whole song, I don't know.
So in the new structure, 150 streams of one song equals one paid download of that
Okay, now
song.
that's fair.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's,
God.
okay.
And
That's
then
fair.
10 paid downloads equates to an album download.
It's 1,500.
That's fair.
And
10
then
paid downloads.
Like so if you didn't buy the whole album, but you bought 10 out of the 16,
Yeah, that's fair.
That's an
not what
album.
it was before. That's fair.
Okay, and then it says, so an artist's music will have to be streamed on the approved included services 1,500 times for an album sale to be counted.
I still don't buy that one though.
Yeah.
So, but I'm just saying, look, if you stream an album, right, or 10 songs 1,500 times
ain't the same
for
person.
one
No,
album
yeah, yeah.
sale, yo, I think,
it's like
is
people-
that not fair?
No.
Why is that not fair? 1,500 times?
I just told you why it's not fair.
Because what he's saying, like for popular artists, it's not hard to do at all.
No.
Like, Drake released a song and then in 10 seconds he could get 1,500 listens.
Easily.
Like if that.
At the end of the day, is what is the question? Like, are we saying who's the best rapper? You know what I'm saying? Like, what perspective are we looking this through? Like,
You know how it goes.
how do we quantify who's the
It's like
best?
oh, that's what you're talking about recently, huh? Nicki and Remy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is that it?
Just
It took us
talking over y'all
35
head.
minutes.
I did not
35 minutes for it to sink in.
Graced over that.
Yeah, it's just like that argument. It's like, oh, well, they're saying that Nicki doesn't have to respond because she's so popular that who cares that
People used
Remy
to say that
just,
about
you know-
Jay-Z too.
Yeah, they did. They
But he
did.
didn't have to respond.
People said it about Drake with Joe Budden last year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you know,
So it's like when you look at it, do they have to respond? Because
that should seem like
it's popular. Just popular equal best.
You know what I've seen though?
Exactly.
I've
No,
seen
you know what's funny is I kind
I
of
like that. You just don't care what Sophie was
You
gonna
don't
say.
fuck with Sophie. Guys.
Go ahead, Sophie.
Sophie on that bullshit. I don't even care.
Go ahead, Sophie.
No, go ahead, Ken.
I mean, you the host. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Ladies first, go ahead. After you.
I don't even remember what I was gonna say. So
That's
you might-
fucked up.
Damn,
man. Good
kid.
job. Man.
You know, what I was wondering is, wasn't there a moment in time, right, where popularity, sales equal like best? And I'm talking about like,
Yeah, I did.
You know, and it's funny how that has kind of changed over the years.
That's because you had to buy the music though, right? Isn't that what y'all were saying in the beginning?
Exactly.
And then my
Or they were
generation
putting
came
the
up-
best music forward. Like if some of the best music was put forward back then. No, there was some bad music that didn't get on the radio because people didn't like it.
Yeah.
Back in the day, and you know when jazz was really popular, when R&B, pop, rock, all that stuff. Like some of the best stuff, if it was really good, it would be on the radio. The best of the best would make it. Over time, now as time has evolved, it's become more of a machine. What can we manufacture
Yep.
and put out here to sell records? So
The audience also changed too. The audience doesn't really have the same expectations that we had when we were younger. In our day, like there were expectations we had for an album. It wasn't just, oh, it's catchy and it's fun. Nah, back then it was like, nah, motherfucker need to have lyrics, motherfucker need to have beats, and you need to have something that I can remember that can stick in my head. Those were expectations, and if those things were not met, we were not paying you $9.99 for your fucking cassette tape. We weren't doing it.
It was a waste of your money.
It was a waste of my money. You know what I'm saying? So,
It's like
but
now we have more options. It's
but
like,
now y'all have excuses. So when a Lil
Yes.
Yachty project comes out, I think even the people that like this shit know that it's terrible. But they're just like, oh, well, it's fun. And I'm not shitting on that. That's cool. Oh, it's fun, and it makes me happy, and it, you know, whatever. So now it's just like these expectations have changed. All it has to do is make me giggle and make me laugh and make me say, oh, this is fun. And now it's worth my $9.99.
People take a guy like Lil Yachty who is making music because it's fun and it's something you want to do. Because I'm, living in the suburbs, and this is we're gonna have fun with hip hop. So when you have people that come listen to it, he's absolutely right. It becomes a meme because people are not taking it serious. Therefore, the art form itself won't be taken as serious as well.
Right. And then when you have someone, that's totally true. Because then when you have somebody come around the back of Lil Yachty and they make a really serious rap song that's calling for a certain attention to be paid towards certain situations, the people that only know about shit like Lil Yachty and that kind of stuff, they're looking at this like, what the fuck is this? Like at that point, but that's what we're talking about. But because at this point, this is rap, this is hip hop. And this becomes something
Everybody
else.
has that perception about a certain genre of music, though. That's just like saying that Paramore is all rock.
So yeah, it's the same thing, but that doesn't mean that this isn't a problem.
And
this is still a problem.
Laughing at Paramore like that?
No, people aren't laughing at Paramore, but there are people.
Oh, it's not hard rock or it's not whatever.
Yeah, but it's not. Is it taken as a joke?
No, it's just seen as bad.
And I think that was so. They would look at Lil Yachty as a joke and a person making bad music, whereas there are certain people that will look at Paramore and be like, oh, they're just making bad music that I don't like.
Paramore would be the equivalent of like a Gucci Mane, where people would look at that and say it's bad, but it's not a joke. I don't think people listen to Gucci Mane and be like, haha, this is funny. People put Lil Yachty on, they're like, ha ha ha, hip hop is a big joke. I'll tell you what to do. Go to my video. You ain't gotta watch the video. Go to my review of Lil Yachty and read the comments. That's literally what they say. You're taking it too seriously. This is a joke. This makes me laugh. Well, that's fine. But understand that this is not all that hip hop has to offer. Right. Hip hop is not all some dude with fucking red braids singing poorly and making a joke out of rap music.
But I feel like where you're getting into that reach is that when you say ha ha ha, this is a joke, like, and then you say like, oh, this isn't all that hip hop has to offer. Like, I don't think anybody's saying that. I don't think anybody just thinks that Lil Yachty is where hip hop begins and ends.
Yes, but I just explained that when someone comes around from behind Lil Yachty and they make some other type of rap song, that's looked at by these kids as some bullshit.
Which is also an assumption.
Oh, you mean like when Kendrick drops something?
I don't think it's Kendrick. I think Kendrick automatically gets a pass no matter what he does.
But when somebody makes some type of like record that's talking about something that's
a real issue,
like a real issue, then they're like, oh man, I'm just trying to party and have fun.
Exactly.
Type shit.
They'll be like, well, I don't want to hear that because this is what rap music is.
Because Joey Badass just announced that he was releasing his album in April, and everybody went ape shit. Like, and it's probably some of the same people that do listen to like Lil Yachty. Not all of them, but I'm saying like, you're lumping. You're lumping.
Can we go get B? and put him back over there? You're crazy.
I'm just saying. No. You keep putting kids in a box.
And you keep trying to protect kids and you sound delusional. You're gonna tell me the same dudes that are like, oh, Lil Yachty is a big joke and it's fun. They're also going to be like, yeah, Joey's badass, yeah.
Some of them do.
Yeah, like what? Okay, what percent? Yeah, some
do.
Some. What percentage if you had to guess? And you better do a. What percentage if you had to guess? Oh, you acting like a.
Okay,
you acting like a shit right now. Yo, it's stupid.
I don't know. It's just not that cut and dry. Like,
I'm not saying it's cut and dry.
But you kind of like you say that like this is what I'm saying. Like you're generalizing like all the, like because they listen to Lil Yachty and they say haha this is funny, and then when they hear stuff that's like serious, they're just like oh this is some bullshit.
A lot of them do.
Yeah.
Okay, so how am I being cut and dry?
When I was talking to that class, most of them.
Mike, what you're saying is like if Lil Yachty becomes the poster child for hip hop, like this is like all together, then that's an issue.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay.
I said that an hour ago though. Why you didn't say you agreed an hour ago?
Because we didn't clarify.
Yeah.
And there's,
gotta hear stuff simplified.
You said that the face of hip hop has always been either clownish or threatening, right?
No, I didn't say that. I was saying that if we're looking at it right now, it's like, do you want that to be what the face of hip hop is? Like, should we only have these two choices?
Yeah, but and the question I was gonna ask was, when have we ever had the middle ground?
As the face of hip hop?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who was the face of hip hop in the 90s?
I don't think we ever had a face.
Exactly. We had. Oh,
Okay,
shit.
great.
That's
That's not cool.
Lil Yachty's done with this bullshit. You like, man, I'm cutting the power on you.
Get out!
Oh shit! Don't
You
do
gotta
that.
chill. You gotta chill. You
No,
gotta
that was B. That's B outside. That's B like, man, I'm tired.
Oh, these niggas ain't gonna come on, man. I'm gonna all these lights off.
Y'all better come on. Oh shit, we in a horror movie now.
Oh, hell no. So you want me to just end it on this awkward ass, dark ass note?
Yeah, go.
Yeah, just be like, yo, the power just got cut.
Bet.
Put the light on your
Shit
face.
is over.
Put
Oh
the
yeah,
light
you
on your
gotta,
I'll
you
do
gotta,
it.
yeah.
Here.
All right.
Wait, which is your good
Do I
side?
look good? Do I look good? Okay. I fucking can't. Okay. So the lights just went off. You know, people don't like to pay their bills and shit. So, all right, thank you, Armando0981, for your question. Don't forget to send the rest of your questions to our Twitter account, AskDEHH, or our email, ask@deadandhiphop.com. Yeah, I'm dropping shit. It's over. So, later.
Crazy.